Good morning. I'm back. Sun's kind of out. Right, let me get in. Hold on. Tubtime. Tubtime. Cleaned it yesterday. It's all charged up. I had to clean out the energy of all the past 3 weeks or so. Oh, it's windy. It's cold today. Right, hold on. Let me get in. Okay, sorry, minute in. Anyway, good morning, everyone. How was your Lionsgate? So, some of the more observant of you, beautiful souls, noticed my absence. And I have been absent because Lionsgate kicked my ass. Literally kicked my ass. Two big massive hawks up there. Don't come down here and get my birds, guys. Go and move on. Love you. So, Lionsgate. Okay, so Lionsgate really starts kind of just as we approach into August. So the end of July. And the energies were just an absolute roller coaster. So the week approaching, Lionsgate was very heavy, it was very dense. It was like walking through mud, getting your body through treacle. On the actual Lionsgate, I had the most beautiful day, living in my bliss and joy. Me and some beautiful hearts were down at the beach. We were down very early, at 5 o'clock in the morning. We watched the sun come up. We had the pyramid and the mother Lemurian and the other Lemurians that were to get activated. We had the crystal skulls. People brought their own crystals. We had like a sage fire, a few sage fires. We went in the sea, and we were in the sea. The sea was really rough. And we were in the sea for a good 25 minutes maybe, as the sun was coming up, and we were playing in the waves, and we're getting battered about a little bit by the sea, but it was so much fun, so much joy. And we just sat and chatted and listened to music and had the most beautiful morning. I mean, I think I was down there for 6 hours. And I just felt so at peace and so centered and so loving. And I was just in this beautiful place. It was so beautiful. And then, things really started to hit. So we have these different, I talk about our systems and bodies, and our systems, predominantly the chakra system, okay, and our bodies are our emotional body, our spiritual body, our mental body, and our physical body. And my goodness, I can only speak for myself, okay. I know that by speaking of this, it will help others. So they were cleared out. So I had some serious lower chakra stuff going on. Okay, so my base chakra, my sacral chakra, working up to my my solar plexus chakra. I had to work out some serious trauma, and I had to work them through all my bodies. Like I literally had to work it out. Now, one of the traumas I was healing and processing was childbirth, and this had come up for me maybe 3 months before, and I thought I'd healed it. But what happened was I woke in the middle of the night with horrific pain, like my hips were being split apart. And and I had come on to my monthlies, which weren't due, and the pain was just horrific, and it was the same pain that I was in during childbirth. And so when I tuned into it, it's very hard to tune in when you're in pain. When I tuned into it at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I seen myself, and I got a 360 view of the hospital room, okay? And I seen myself like screaming in pain. I'm not going to go into what all happened. I was screaming, but behind me in the corner was also me, curled into this ball and just like rocking and crying. And what I realised had happened was for my human, for me not to check out at that point in pain, okay? For my soul not to check out of my human body, I had to drop part of myself. I left part of my soul fractured in the corner in that hospital room. So I had to collect her, and I did collect her, and it's really personal, so I'm not going to talk into how I did that, or I'm not going to go too much into detail with that, but when I collected her, she turned into a piece of sacred geometry and was placed into my sacral chakra. From there, I had to clear a lot of other ties and connections to the sacral chakra. And then, as I was coming out of that and into the solar plexus, I had to make more room for my inner child in my solar plexus. So that was really interesting, because I really thought my inner child was in the driving seat. But what I realised is without doing the work on the bottom chakras, the base, the sacral, the more work you do on them, the more room you kind of get in your solar plexus, and the more room you have for your inner child to really come back in and reside there. So, it was really intense, and I'd call in help. I called in two beautiful souls. You know who you are. Thank you so much for your help. To also help me with the physicality of what I was feeling, because I was in just excruciating pain. So, I was working trauma out of my spiritual body, my mental body, my emotional body, and then eventually my physical body. And as I've healed this trauma, and with help also, I'm just coming out the other side. There was a lot more involved to it. I'm not going to go into, but I'm come out the other side. I'm more into my body now, nearly. I just had to unplug. I had to just unplug the world to heal this stuff. And I want to let you know that it's okay to do that. When we go through these big portal passageways. Now, Lionsgate's a big one because it's just over 3 weeks, okay? So it's a big passageway. Most of these portals can be one day, they can be a couple of days, a week maybe. But Lionsgate was huge. It was massive this year. And what I realised was I had to heal all this stuff to come out the other side to receive the upgrade from what I was open to receive for the Lionsgate. Because there are initiations that we go through along, and there's always healing to do, okay? No one is completely healed. And that's why there's work. There's always work to do. But what happens is these beautiful portal dates come in, and they show us. It's like the universe shows us, if we can deal with this, if we can get through this, if we can heal it, if we can get to the other side, if we can shift this out of our systems and bodies, it allows more room for our upgrades to come in, and for us to reach a a higher timeline, a higher space, a higher vibration. So, long story short, that's what I've been. I've been healing trauma because Lionsgate kicked my ass. Normal duty is resuming. I've missed you all, but listen, I just want you to know that when stuff like this comes in, it's okay to just do what is right for you. You know, I can't support anybody if I haven't healed the stuff myself and got through the other end. So there are times when I will disappear, and I need to disappear because I need to do the work of myself. If I wasn't doing that, then I wouldn't be very good at sharing my journey with you, which is all I'm doing here. So what did come out of Lionsgate was 10 beautiful dragons. 10 beautiful dragons appeared to me. Now they had faces of lions, like big white lions, and the bodies of dragons, okay? And they came out of this Lionsgate and they wanted to be created. Now they've been created in my normal dragonite form. They have quartz, aventurine, citrine, pyrite, and there's 10 Lemurian quartz, which I kept aside because they wanted to be created within the Lionsgate energy. And they have the quartz that were activated by the mother, so they have 10 Lemurian quartz, one in each of them. And they all came through in the energy of the Lionsgate to help people to connect to their I am presence, to help them work on, lower chakra work, to help them come into their balance. And they have the energy of both the lion and the dragon, which is beautiful. So at some point this week, I'm going to get them up on my website. So there will be dragons available to purchase that have already been created and came forward. They're very, very powerful. I'm not allowed to keep one. Choice being the medium for bringing this work forward. So we're through the Lionsgate now. This is all stuff that's just given us tools for our toolkit as we learn to see things from a higher perspective without judgment. I wasn't ready to completely heal this until this point. I was strong enough to do so, and I'm really blessed and grateful to have been given the opportunity to be able to see what it was and to really heal through my bottom chakras to allow myself to elevate even more. So I've been here for ages. I'm going to go. I send you all so much love, and back to video normality and supporting you all the best way that I can. Sending you so much love.